I'm sure you won't be surprised to find out that there are a lot of football rivalries all over the world. Looking at the various rivalries between different clubs developed after years of enmity, it is safe to say that football has a lot of competition, but only some can be considered great. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today, we'll be taking a look at the greatest football rivalries of all time. Some of them might even surprise you. So without further ado, let's begin. Number 1. El Clasico. Starting things off with a bang, we easily have the greatest football rivalry of all time, the legendary El Clasico. I'm sure you're all aware of this one, even if you don't follow football. The El Clasico is a match between two of the biggest clubs in Spain, FC Barcelona and Real Madrid. A rivalry like no other, the El Clasico is widely anticipated and watched by every football fan on the planet. It doesn't matter if you're not even a fan of the team either. The match garners global interest due to the quality of the football portrayed. This almost always results in an entertaining match, and the fact that this rivalry dates back more than a century ago, 1902 to be exact, goes on to show the historical significance of the fixture. But that isn't all, folks. While other rivalries are limited to their domestic leagues, El Clasico is quite common since both Real Madrid and Barcelona regularly feature in the elite European competition. The UEFA Champions League, we regularly get to see this rivalry on the biggest stage of football. And the fact that both these clubs have been at the top stage for such a long time, they have developed a legacy. No wonder it's a dream for many players to play for them. That's why some of the greatest players in football history, including Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Johan Cruyff, Alfredo Di Stéfano, and Ronaldinho have played for them. Thanks to these legends, both Real Madrid and Barcelona have managed to field legendary teams on the field, elevating the level of competition and spectacle. Number 2. Northwest Derby. Next up, we have the Northwest Derby, which is basically the El Clasico for England. It is the rivalry between Manchester United and Liverpool, two of the most decorated clubs in the country. Sure, recent fans might think that both of them have fallen off their perch in recent times, especially Manchester United in recent years, but they don't know about their age-old rivalry, which dates back to 1893. Despite the recent drop-off in quality, the old spark in their rivalry still rages and can be seen in any matchup between the two. Now, let's talk about their achievement. Both clubs have amassed multiple league titles, FA Cups, and European trophies throughout their history. In fact, the historical competitiveness for domestic and European success is what fuels the rivalry. They are the most decorated clubs in the English League, with Manchester United edging Liverpool in domestic titles, while Liverpool edging it in Europe. Players from both teams give their utmost to secure victory throughout the contest, which are characterized by fierce clashes on the field. Trust me, the matches are crazy. Thanks to the caliber of both these teams, famous players like Sir Bobby Charlton, Ryan Giggs, Steven Gerrard, and Wayne Rooney, to name a few, have added to the Northwest Derby's intensity. Don't take offense, Liverpool fans, it's just that Manchester United has produced more big names over the course of the rivalry's history. Number 3. Derby della Madonnina. Now let us shift our focus elsewhere, all the way to Italy. Here we'll be talking about the Derby della Madonnina, or the simpler Milan Derby. This derby is due to a strong rivalry between two of the finest clubs in Italy, AC Milan and Inter Milan. The fact they are from the same city and even share the same stadium, both of their fans are quite interconnected, so you can bet the tensions can rise between the two sets of fans in the build-up and aftermath of this derby. But what makes this rivalry legendary? It all boils down to the rich history of the two clubs. It all started on the 18th of January 1909 when AC Milan and Inter Milan had their first formal encounter in a friendly game. However, what started off as a friendly match became one of the fiercest rivalries of all time. And both of them are pretty competitive too, as they have competed against one another on a number of occasions, including games in the UEFA Champions League, the Coppa Italia, and Serie A. Now, let's discuss the many legendary players that have played in this fierce rivalry. With both teams regularly achieving European glory, they attracted a lot of top players such as Gianni Rivera, Franco Baresi, Paolo Maldini, Marco Van Basten, Javier Zanetti, Ronaldo, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. However, in recent years, it can also be said that the golden period of Italian football is now more or less over, with both the Milan football club struggling for any glory and big stage. Number 4. The Old Firm. Okay, so we have discussed all the mainstream rivalries you probably know about already, but let me tell you a rivalry that has a lot of history and a lot of fan following, yet a lot of you won't know about them. Ever heard of the Old Firm? It's a fierce rivalry between Scotland, between Celtic and the Rangers, two of the most successful clubs in history. In order to further understand its history, let's take another trip down memory lane. The Old Firm had its first match on May 28, 1888 in a friendly match. Just like the Milan Derby, these two rivals haven't been friendly with each other since having faced each other in numerous league matches, Scottish Cup finals, and other domestic competitions. You must be thinking, since the Scottish League is a small league, there won't be a lot of players looking to join the two rival clubs, but that isn't the case. There have been countless players such as Billy McNeil, Henrik Larsson, Kenny Dalglish, Paul Gascoigne, and Ali McCoist, who, even though are not popular players, possess a lot of talent and are fully respected by the football community. They are legends for either team. Number 5. Super Clasico. Last but not least, we have the Super Clasico, which is a match between the Argentine clubs from Buenos Aires, Boca Juniors, and Rice Plate. You might have found the previous rivalries quite fierce, but wait till you hear about this one. It has to be one of the most inhumane and crazy matches you will ever see. Before we get to the fierce rivalries between the two, let's first discuss their history. The first official match between them took place on the 24th of August 1913 in the Argentine Primera Division. Slowly, both of them progressed, and since then, the two clubs have faced each other in numerous league matches, as well as in high-profile cup competitions such as the Copa Libertadores. Let us now discuss why this rivalry is so crazy that it's just borderline crazy. Did you know that matches have been marred by crowd trouble, heated confrontations, and occasional clashes between players as a result of this rivalry? This is a big controversy in Argentina, and I have even heard that female fans do not visit the stadium for this match just because of how senseless everything is. Crazy, isn't it? And despite these crazy conditions, many great players have played in this derby, such as Diego Maradona, Juan Ramon Riquelme, Ariel Ortega, and Andre D'Alessandro. It will forever be a must-watch because it might be one of the most passionate demonstrations of football you will ever see. In the end, I would just like to say that it is the rivalries such as these that keep football interesting. The rivalry really brings out the best in most players, while others crumble in front of the pressure. The fact is that it's the ability to make people feel attached to the sport without even needing to do anything. It goes on to show how important rivalries can be. We hope the ones mentioned in this video do not die out, so fans like me are entertained throughout the year. Fingers crossed. That's a wrap, folks. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new video from us. If you did enjoy this video, give it a like, and if you have any suggestions, let us know in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.